It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check it! You wanna shoot it up? Hey, yo, right here! Right here!
Oh, train that, baby! Take
Hey! Oh, that's mine!
Come on, man! Help out!
20 to 8.
Yo, big shout out to the true homie, Jake Taylor, the comedian you all need to know, and his 100th episode of the JT Show, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's finally here, the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm super proud of you, dude. Congratulations. Pratt Daddy out. Woo pig.
Woo pig it is.
There it is.
Welcome to the 100th episode on this beautiful day in Michigan.
I'd like to congratulate JT on his 100th episode. Really love your commitment and dedication to yourself and getting better at your craft. And on a personal level, man, you've been my best friend since like 5th grade. I wouldn't be where I'm at without you, and I just hope you're proud of me as I am of you.
Joining me is with Cut. How you doing,
Okay.
Cut?
I'm chilling, man. A little sleepy, late night, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, because life goes on and we all have busy lives. We've been trying to plan kind of maybe an extra special extravaganza show for the 100th episode with guests, but every week somebody else couldn't be there, rescheduling. So the show that we were trying to plan with multiple people, no one's schedule could ever mesh up. Prather was nice enough to send us that recording. He's camping with family. If you look back to 2 years ago, that was JT Show episode numero uno.
2 years ago to the day?
It just says 2 years ago on my phone. It doesn't.
Okay, I was gonna say that'd be a wild coincidence if we just happen to have.
Hey, welcome everybody. Let me to the JT Show episode 2. Oh, that's episode 2. Let's see when episode 1 was. And the theme song was different.
Man, you've come a long way.
I mean, we've come
What a throwback. What a throwback.
I might say the date like I usually do. Today is, by the way, the 23rd of April, which is a significant date because I haven't shipped my brother's birthday presents out yet, and they're definitely going to arrive late after his birthday. But today, Miguel Cabrera, the 33rd player to do an MLB history, hit his 3,000th hit against the Yankees. Fuck the Yankees. That's why we're wearing the baseball tee today.
Rocking the football shit.
In honor of Miguel Cabrera. Let's see if I say the date. Welcome everybody to the vlog. My name is JT, your host. Now, I keep pushing back different reasons why. Nope.
No date.
There's different things. Content out. Nope.
What date was it posted?
See, I think it should tell. Oh, here, October 3rd, 2019.
So we're a little off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you had to go into the description. They changed it. You guys had to sit through that just like we did. It wasn't. My original episode has 33 views, 1 like. And then through the years, some episodes got 11, averaging at 10. And then we dropped off to sometimes a format of 2, but a lot of mine get into the 10s and the 20s, which is nice. We reviewed the format. We've changed it a couple times, and we're definitely down to change it to the future. And one of the changes is we brought Cut on as a full timer right around 90 episodes.
Yeah, right around 90. I've been on a few beforehand, but
when
we do the math on it, I was on 17 or 20 episodes or something like that.
I can I can probably count it live for you right now. I mean, Prather has to be number 2 on the list for sure.
Definitely.
My first guest on the podcast was Frank.
Frank, then you had Joe on for one too, didn't you?
Episode 9. Cut's first episode was way back in your first episode of the JT Show. Let me pause this so it doesn't fucking play. I'll just turn it down. Was April 3rd, 2020.
Oh.
So April 3rd, 2020, that was Cut's first episode.
Now it's April 23rd, 2022.
Yeah. So
almost 2 years I've been working with you.
And then one episode, I recorded the camera with you on TV. That was your second time. You came down here for episode 35. Episode 36, you were still here. We keep scrolling through. Episode 46. Episode 48 was with Nick Minerath. That was a really good episode.
That was a good episode.
A European professional basketball player who just won the three-peat championship for the Saudi Arabian league that he's in. He's playing for like Qatar or something.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty sick. So you're at 5. You're at 6 now on episode 52. Episode 57 for 7. Then we start intermingling with the picks. And then you're on 66, 67. So you're at 9. 69, which was your 10th.
Oh, yeah. I had to be on
72 with your 11th. You came back on the 79th for your 12th. And then your 13th was... Yeah, so you're on 13 times before...
13 times before I became
13 times
full-time.
before you came out full-time. So I guess if you come on the show 13 times, then you get interviewed if you want to be part of the JT show. So, I mean, other people like Prather, he could be there easy. You know, he's got like seven. He's got like 7 more to go. But you know, this podcast started out as I was going to talk about like I thought my life would pick up a lot faster and like I would instantly be funny, but I learned from the start that like you'd need to put in the work, and I'm still far away from it. But
not easy to be funny.
Yeah, so basically now I'm at the pace where I'm comfortable, and then we'll pick it up once more buzz ever generates around me. But you know, sometimes you got to take that plunge. And my goals in comedy are to, you know, now I'm doing once a week. Now I like to plan some days off where I go to like North Carolina and do an open mic. You know, really explore out there. I've seen a lot of minor comedians. I won't call them minor, but we know the major leaguers. These guys aren't even like you know, they're not headliner. There's headliners, there's openers for headliners, and then there's like open micers, which I'm pretty much just an open micer right now. I can do a couple 10 to 15 minute features if I had to, but basically these people are touring pretty much on their own dime. I don't know if they have a manager or not, but they do like a 2-month span where they're at a club every weekend for the entire month of Michigan, hitting on the left side, and that'd be definitely sick to, I don't know, be able to do that.
Yeah, be a little hometown dude and just do little tours all over your state.
Yeah, but
maybe break your way down in Ohio a little bit.
Yeah, as soon as I started the podcast thinking that, you know, someone would be like, hey, this guy's funny, let me introduce him to a wide variety of people and maybe his career takes off. COVID happened. I was stuck at a job I hated working where I hated at the hospital. So I basically still wanted to do the podcast because why would you want to stop something? Because who wants to do like 6 episodes and quit?
Yeah, and it's just fun. It's just, you know, hanging out with buddies.
So yeah, then it came like hanging out with buddies and bullshitting. And I think it's become better than that because again, I'm not touring every week and bringing you super awesome, stellar updates. I talk about stand-up after I do it, which is great. I shared my progress right now. I feel like I've had a pretty good April. I not that I took this week off, just nothing lined up in the books right. And I didn't get selected for any of the shows this week. I did Portage, pretty much Kalamazoo. I did Valhalla Meadery, did 7 minutes. I did better than I thought. I was kind of getting a little tunnel vision when my Tom Brady joke didn't hit. But you know, sometimes that happens.
Not a football crowd. And
so
it is a funny joke. I'll give you that though.
It's not tunnel vision. It's just like I get nervous and I don't hear the laughs and I think that no one's laughing and it's kind of he just
tunnel vision.
It's tunnel vision, but like you're not just seeing narrow. You're hearing just fucking. It's like when you're looking for a place so you turn down the music in your car so you can focus. So it's
Yeah,
like the ears
yeah.
are turning down so I can focus on like where the fuck the exit's at, like because you're in fight or flight mode at that mode. But you know, you power through it, did great. The first one I did this month, I did it at I think it's called Crunchies in Lansing. I had a great show. Threw out my opener. I wrote an opener, threw it out because when I got there's a couple of comedians with canes, really nice guys. But I was like, I can just start talking about canes. I forgot to say this
Yeah.
was what is this, the Dr. House Night of Comedy? But I walked up and said,
Oh,
"Are you guys
yeah,
disappointed that I didn't have a cane? Because what open mic have you ever been to in your entire life where the first two comedians had canes?"
yeah. It's an interesting night.
So I was
Got
like,
some,
"Well,
got
you
some
get."
gimpy comedians out there.
Well, I mean, you know, I told a joke I wasn't ready to, and I was like, "Why am I saying this?" And then so I just had to spin it back and do a throwback to the limping, and then it worked out, dude. Everything
Yeah.
works out. Sometimes, dude. Sometimes you just like the Valhalla. I had notes that were better and a little bit more detailed, but I kind of
Mhm.
just forgot to look at them the entire time.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're up there, you're like, I know exactly what I'm going to say. And then you get up there and you're like, I forgot everything.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't need the notes. Sometimes you need them. It's always good to have them.
Yeah. I'm really good at mesmerizing, like for short stints.
Yeah.
Just like brain dump, like, okay, here's 5 minutes of material. It takes me like
You
a
say
half an hour.
mesmerizing?
Mesmerizing, yes. I'm Bert Kreishering it for the 100th episode. But yeah, I get nightmares about it. But yeah, I just memorize it, and then fucking as soon as it's done, I'm like, great. I can just and I haven't really done a whole lot of jokes over. If a joke didn't hit, I'll try to rewrite it and hit it another way. And if it hits, I'll put it back in the bank. And if it doesn't hit again, then you got to try to rework it. But I'm not trying to go to every open mic with the same material. The only time I'll start doing that is if I hit an open mic on Monday, do a set, fix what's wrong, come back on a Thursday at a different location, of course, and then do the same set, but trying to fix it to see if
Yeah,
I tuned
polishing
it
it
up.
up.
Yeah, Bill, I think it's Bill Burr when he lived in New York. He would do like 4 or 5 7-minute sets in the same night. So by the time he was done with that last set, his jokes were done. They're spun up because every time
That's a good way to do it.
he got, yeah. And I'm like, you know, I wish New York City was $6,000 cheaper a month for fucking rent sometimes, you know. It's a tough crowd
You
though.
get yourself a little little studio for like $2,000 a month.
I'll say it's I've never it's hard right now. Like I've got a couple of people that recognize me from because I've been doing it. I did 2 weeks in March and 2 weeks in February. And then I'm doing 3 weeks in April, but there's a couple people who I've seen.
2 weeks in February sounds like a cool documentary name for like a Super Bowl.
That'd be sick. Just preparing.
Yeah, 2 weeks in February, like a Hard Knocks, but for like actual good teams.
And to interrupt that too, my dad's been watching the Tom Brady stuff on Hulu.
Oh yeah,
and he's
great.
like,
Man in the Arena.
He goes, does Tom Brady love the F word? And I'm like, I'm sure he doesn't say it 24/7, but when Tom Brady's a working
It's
man,
kind of his fucking catchphrase now, dude. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, dude, he just
It works
fucking
for him.
he says it a lot, man.
The Patriots fans still fucking say it to this day. Let's fucking go. There's not much more you can say after scoring a touchdown. And
Right.
that's like gonna send you to the playoffs or like send you to the next round of the playoffs. Like you score that touchdown, let's fucking go.
I mean, it would be hard for me to control not saying those exact same words if I scored a touchdown.
Exactly.
Like, especially taking
Same thing
the
in any
lead.
sport though. Like you hit like a 12-foot putt for a birdie. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, what I
get
like
that.
about technology and the mics and stuff is both Tiger Woods and Jordan Spieth, I believe, both got caught dropping F-bombs. And what was the best part about, I think it was Spieth, he said the F word twice. When he hit it and then where it landed. And you could barely hear it in the background, but I was wearing my gaming headphones, you could hear it perfectly and clearly. Then the announcers replay the shot and they don't realize that people heard it, so they played it again. Now I don't know if maybe televised. I watched it on the internet. I watched the entire Masters on the Masters. Oh,
that's the best way to watch it.
Yeah, the Masters.com. I watched it there.
Yeah.
I don't know if censorship is different than it was on TV, but on the Masters website, definitely heard a couple F-bombs, dude. It was pretty
Oh, yeah.
sick, dude. And golfers are real, like Scotty, who won, right?
Scotty Scheffler, number 1 ranked golfer in the world.
I love some podcasters. It's the Midwestern guys. Dave's been calling it boring. He called it a boring Masters, but these guys, these Midwestern dudes who do a golfing podcast, I can't remember for the life of God what it's called. They were saying what a humbling moment just to dominate the entire weekend of the Masters and then have a real life golfer, everyday person just 4-putt for the W.
He won the Masters. So he went into day 4. He went into Sunday with a 9-stroke lead or something crazy. Or no, he was minus
Saturday.
9. He was a 5-stroke lead.
Yeah. He had his biggest lead, I think, going into the 3rd day.
Yeah, well, he went into the last
second,
day with like a 5-6 stroke lead or whatever, and he 4-putted on 18 for the jacket.
Yeah,
Like,
which
that's
is
nuts.
insane.
That's crazy. That is the most average golfer thing. That's the most humanizing thing
And I believe
that
he
a pro
still won
golfer's
by.
ever done.
I believe he still won.
He won by
2
like 3-4
strokes.
strokes. Yeah, he won by like 3 or 4, I think. There was a bunch of memes that went around because Rory ended up taking 2.
Yeah,
And it was like, oh, Rory watching him 4-putt on 18. He's like, so you're saying there's a chance?
right. But there wasn't.
No, there wasn't at all. Scotty fucking killed it. I'm putting all my money on Scotty to win every single major.
Yeah, he won by 3.
Him and Tiger. He won
He
by 3.
4-putted and still won by 3.
That's insane. I think he got to green in regulation too.
Yeah.
So I think he won off of a fucking bogey putt or a double bogey, wasn't it?
Something
A double
like
bogey.
that,
Yeah, he 4-putted.
Yeah.
'Cause that'd be a 5.
Yeah.
That'd be a 6.
He got a 6.
The double bogey. He won the Masters on double bogey on
By
18.
3 strokes.
That's crazy, dude. If he would have parred that, he would have won by 5 strokes. That's insane. That's dominant.
Utter dominance.
You know what he said he does after he wins tournaments like that?
What's that?
He says he goes home with his wife. They play Jenga and watch The Office and fall asleep.
Hilarious.
That is the most normal person fucking thing to do after winning millions of dollars playing golf. It's crazy. He's a man of the
Jenga.
fucking people.
Jenga, dude.
Jenga and The fucking Office, man. 25 years old. He's just a normal ass 25-year-old.
Look, you're a
Watching The
normal
Office with his
25-year-old
chick.
and you just won $25 million. Dude, you're playing like strip Jenga, dude.
Oh, dude, he probably threw back a couple of transfusions, couple of beers,
Yeah.
and then
Of
just threw
course.
The Office on and watched fucking Kevin drop his chili. Like a normal ass fucking dude.
When I where I work at now, there's chats with different there's chats with different departments and stuff all on one hub, and you can share memes, which I like. And
Mhm.
I made a mistake at work the other day, so saying, hey, that's my fault, I sent a gif of Kevin driving the chili. I said, don't worry about it, this is my moment.
It's a great gift to send when you fuck something up too.
Like,
It was so I got kind of a funny story. So I've been bartending. I don't know if the viewers know, but I've been bartending, and I had a to-go order because it's a bar and grill. I had a to-go order, and the lady was on the phone, and the music was playing in the background. It's hard to hear, and I'm on our system that kind of sucks. And she orders 2 sets of wings and a Cobb salad, and I was like, a Cobb salad. And I pressed the salad button, and boom, right there, the button says Cobb fucking salad. So I pressed that button. I said, all right, that'll be fucking 35.22. Be ready in about 15-20 minutes. See when you get here. Boom, hang up. Bring the ticket to the back of the kitchen and show it to the cook, and he goes, Cobb fucking salad? I was like, yeah. He goes, we haven't had a Cobb salad in 5 years. And I was like, why the fuck is that in the system? And then everyone's freaking out. It's this Cobb salad, and I didn't take down a number for it. Everyone's freaking out. And they get here, and I tell them, like, hey, man, I dropped the chili. There's no Cobb salad on the menu. Hasn't been there for 5 years. She goes, oh, what salad do you have? I said, Caesar salad. She goes, bitchin', I'll take that. That was the end of it. People freaking out for no reason, but I definitely dropped the fucking chili.
dude, you got your job. And dude, in the middle of your story, dude, an aeroplane. I don't know if Mike picked it up, but an
I didn't hear
airplane. Okay, good. If you didn't hear it, the viewers didn't hear it, but an aeroplane was going. I was like, did you not know that I'm recording my 100th episode? Did you not see the fireworks?
Yeah, they should have changed their flight paths for this.
I have a no-fly zone over my house right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, the White House. What did I tell you? Well, it's not my fault he forgot. He's like 87K.
Did you just call Brandon?
Yeah.
Not a political podcast.
He's fucking Republican. No, I'm neither, dude. I like making fun of both sides because they're both fucking dumb. Divide and conquer. Fucking. Oh my god, he's conspiracy theory. Shut the fuck up. We're fucking
Oh, fuck politics.
beer drinkers and bullshitters, dude. That looks really
That's all I'll
good.
ever be.
Yeah. Some other new things in my life. Started playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's kind of got like Diablo 2 maps. Love it. It's like Dungeons and Dragons with Borderlands gameplay. Overall, great story, great voice acting. Will Arnett, Wanda Sykes,
Well,
Old
I'm
boy-
missing a lot of shit too.
Andy Samberg. Great voice actors for your crew that plays with you. Tiny Tina, she's the dungeon master. She's a great narrator. Cool guns, cool powers. You get 2 skill trees. It's pretty.
Who does her
marvelous.
voice? Is that Wanda?
Tiny Tina is somebody I don't know. And
okay.
Wanda Sykes is like one of the role players who's playing.
Oh,
like,
one of your boys.
Like they don't play on the map, but they talk like they're playing on the map.
Gotcha.
So like if you're playing by yourself and it feels like you're playing with other people. I will say though, that game is much, much harder playing solo. It's day and night. Like I think it's a game that encourages playing with friends because it is so much
Gotcha.
easier to play with somebody else. And the thing I think I like the most about it is it's a big enough game with a big enough of a variation of powers that I'm definitely going to do another playthrough with a completely different set of powers.
Okay.
So it's definitely a
So it's a
two-timer
versatile
for
game.
me. Yeah, and since you get 2 skill trees, my first run through, I'm kind of doing a power class. I'm doing a
Typical first run through playthrough.
Well, yeah, but I'm doing a like this class matches with this class the best to make a really strong. Like you can choose whatever you want.
You're doing like a tank kind of.
Yeah, essentially
Yeah.
a tank character.
That's what I normally do for my first playthroughs. I always do a fucking tank.
Yeah, I was explaining to Gareth Barrington yesterday. Some of the powers that you get. One of them is snapping your finger, and it sounds so much exactly like Colonel Mustang's snap. That and his power for this one, it's like a red void fire that you lock onto an enemy, and when you snap your fingers, they kind of catch on fire. So you're kind of
nice.
Colonel
It's like a
Mustanging
detonator.
enemies, and you have to
Yeah.
be looking at them with your icon for the fire to hit them. And so I was like,
Nice.
dude, you do not know how satisfying it is to use this magic move every single time, because it
Yeah.
just reminds me that I'm. And then
light
Gary
'em
goes, you mean Colonel Mustang? And I was like, yeah, Colonel Mustang. And he's like, I'm a weave. And I was like, that's crazy that you know who Colonel Mustang is, dude.
Yeah, that is funny.
And Colonel Mustang has one of the most savage fights, period, and one of the most iconic sad scenes, period, in all both top 10 in anime.
Yeah.
It was crying. It was raining that day. Cry baby bitch. What else is new,
Oh,
Cut?
man. What else is fucking new?
Fork knife.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Fork Knife. I've almost completely given up on Elden Ring.
We got 2
whenever I
wins last
find
night.
whenever I find the time to play it, you're on, and I would rather play something else.
Yeah, we even started. Ooh, we can talk about Stardew here in a minute. Let's rotate back to that.
Yeah, we'll rotate back to that. But we've been playing a lot of Fortnite. The no build Fortnite I think is way more fun, but the competition is so much tougher.
Yeah, it's a good way to get better. Aaron and I played build mode. We finished in second, and then the very next game he picked me up, and a squad of 2 players who were dressed exactly the same were just right on the other side of this wall, and they just downed me as soon as I came back. So he's like, hey, I can get you again. I was like, dude, there's 11 people left, dude. Live your life. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, we can win like that. And goes
play your
on to
life.
get I think he got 5 of the last 11 kills. And after he got those Ks, we won the game. And I was like, dude, you can do that every time, dude. You don't, if you can just win, I'll just keep dying. But it's not like we were playing bad. And then my favorite part was we were running against the zone and I had just a line on all these people fighting. And I go, I got 4 kills. He's like, how? And I was like, I just hit every single shot for once. So Aaron got a win for me. And then Gary got a win with me.
Nice.
So it was a pretty satisfying night, 2-win night in Fork Knife. Overall, I mean, it's a little easier than Apex, and it just makes.
What do you give Fortnite out of 10?
When you look at the drop in,
One by scoring.
Yeah, if you look at the parachuting, it's very basic and it's a slower fall. The third person shooting is very easy to get used to. The sniping's a lot harder, which I like because
a lot more bullet drop.
When you hit those headers on the run, just the most satisfying of headshots.
I think the hitboxes are smaller.
But now that I'm pretty much playing with an expert, and I know a lot more about the game, I'll give it a solid 7.2 out of 10.
7.2 is fair. I was gonna give it a 6.8.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.2 just because I've been winning so much on it. I know eventually we'll cap out.
Wins. We always end up in the top 5.
It's nice. But the thing is though, it's almost like you play Fortnite for an hour and a half and you're at least gonna get a win, which is a lot better than sometimes. Sometimes in Apex you don't get a win.
Apex you don't get a win.
You mind-numbingly grind for 2 hours and don't get a win. You're like, what the fuck did I do with my life today?
Yeah.
I didn't even win.
Catch by Marvin.
But Stardew Valley.
Stardew fucking Valley.
We started over. We realized we didn't have the greenhouse, didn't have a lot done, didn't have animals. Did a lot of research and found a great YouTuber who pretty much walked us through on how to actually make money in this game.
Yes.
And what a godsend. By the time spring was done, we were already headed in the right direction, getting the bundles completed in the right order. Now whoever this dude is, I forget his name.
Salmanis.
I'll here, what's the I will whatever time this is, I'll just wave my hand so I can see it. I'll throw his little pick up underneath my picture.
Salmanis. He does a great year 1 beginner's guide.
Yeah, so if
a basic list of shit to get done in the first year.
If you never watched his videos and you just bought the game, you could probably make money in year 2. You'll probably figure it all out, and about year 2, you'll probably have the hang of everything. But without looking up tips and tricks, you're gonna miss a lot that you can get done. And that's what our problem was, because once winter arrives and you don't have these bundles done, you can't get the greenhouse. And if you can't get the greenhouse, you just waste your winter away. There's no farming in the winter without the greenhouse.
All you're doing is fishing and selling eggs and cheese.
And we didn't even have animals, no barns, nothing. And this time we're making wine, jams.
Oh yeah,
tapping trees. Jams, level 120 pickles. For the caves.
Yep.
I've caught every fish finally.
Got every fish. We finally unlocked the mine carts. The next thing we got to unlock is probably the bus, so we can go to the fucking desert.
I don't even need the fish in the desert, but I still will.
Yeah, the desert, that's where we get the star fruit. So by summer we have to get the desert so we can buy the star fruit, and we can just make a shit ton of star fruit shit.
Yeah,
the most expensive thing in the game. It's 400 per fucking seed, and
we describe it as if a Minecraft / Terraria, is that what it's called? Terraria?
Oh, Terraria.
Terraria. If Minecraft and Terraria had a baby, and that baby had a baby with like
Farmville.
Farmville. If Farmville and Animal Crossing had a baby, and Terraria and Minecraft had a baby, and those two babies matched up, and they adopted a baby, that baby would be the adopted baby. But yeah, essentially yes, they made
product of baby fucking.
Yes.
Shout out Pineapple Express. That's a line. I didn't really mean baby fucking.
Yeah, no, that's we don't condone that. You go to jail forever. You're
it wouldn't be good.
You're
a sick fuck.
You deserve to be stoned. I don't know, like They should just like drag you by the back of your feet on a bus and drive you off a cliff. That'd be wild to watch.
Drown her and then light her on fire. The wise
Or
words of
like,
Johnny Depp's text message.
I think you find the biggest hill leading into the Grand Canyon and you make into a slip and slide. And then you squirt it down with baby oil and then you send them down to get launched into the Grand Canyon.
There it is.
Make
You
it a
should be in charge of
spectacle.
the criminal justice system.
Make
dude.
it. I mean, like, you know, we're doing humanely things. I mean, they just, you know, I forget. I think it's one of the Carolinas, I believe, and I could be completely wrong. But the death penalty, they're executing somebody for the first time in a long time. But another state, they just reinstated the firing line, and one of the criminals chose the firing line instead of the chair or the shot. He chose the firing line. And I'm like, damn, dude, like that's fucking wild,
That's
man.
like a warrior's way to go out. That's like some like old school, like early 1800 shit where you do some heinous shit on the battlefield and all your boys are like, yo, dude, that was too fucking much. We're gonna shoot you to death.
I mean, sometimes you got to do it,
Yeah.
man. If y'all, man, it is a beautiful, it is a beautiful 80 degrees today. Yesterday, rainy, but it held off. And we're going to be talking a lot more about this summer is golf.
Oh yeah.
I got out finally. We've had like in Michigan, we've had like 3 nice days and I've worked on each of those days. And one of the days was in early March where it's 75 out, but the golf course wasn't open because it's the first week of March and the course is so muddy that even though it's 70 degrees outside, you're going to tear it up. So some courses were open to walk only. Like when Earl and I called one day to try to go golfing, they were walk only, but we were kind of
interesting. They didn't do like a cart path only thing.
There is the same course. We went to, I think Garvin and I went, when we went, they were like cart path 90-degree only, but sometimes it gets so muddy that any cart on the path is going to tear it up. But I finished my 9 holes with 2 pars. I kind of went in with the mentality with my dad of whatever bad happens, you're shaking the rust off, especially when you get a 7, and anything good that happens is great because you only get better from the rest of the season. I think this winter, I was talking about it earlier, then Joe gave me an idea too. I'm definitely going to go with the idea of putting putting a net in the garage for a driver, but I'm going to be hitting the styrofoam balls into the net. Yeah. So you're never going to.
There's no chance that you're fucking it up.
Yeah, and you're still swinging through the winter, even if it's once a week. You're swinging. You
should take a couple rips in your backyard with the styrofoam balls just to see how far they go.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because if they're only going like 50 yards, then you can just rip them into your backyard easy.
Yeah, but during the winter, dude, get a little heater for the garage and just swing for like 20 minutes, dude.
Yeah,
do a little 100%. Chipping action, dude. Because man, it was what I really liked about the day was my very first drive was good, right down the fairway. It did have a slice, but I hit it I hit it over to the right, so the slice would correct in the middle. Great distance past the white tee, so closer than 150 yards to the hole. I forget what hole 1 is. But then very, very normal Jake Taylor, terrible second shot, terrible third shot. I hit the same tree twice. That's what happened. Got on the green and 1, and then 1 putted, got a 5. Very next hole, great first shot. Terrible second shot. I was like 15 yards from the hole, from the 15 yards from the hole, about maybe 7 yards from the green. Took my little sand wedge out, chipped it 4 feet from the hole, and I said, if I can chip like this all day, it's gonna be great. And he did not chip like that all day. So I ended up with 2 pars, which was great. You've been out golfing how many times? 3 or 4?
It's been about 6 now, including the one a couple days ago. Yeah, I've been going as any chance I get, I'm going. And because I can even go on a work day because I don't have to get into work till about 6 p.m.
So I hated my last job, but I work a normal people schedule now, people. So I am a Monday through Friday person.
Is this the first time on the podcast you've mentioned that?
Well, I mean, said I don't work at the hospital anymore. I don't say where I really work because that's
Yeah. He's working for an undisclosed thing.
Anyways,
he's just got a 9 to 5.
A 9 to
A
5.
normal 9 to 5.
Doing admin stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm in bed by midnight. It's hard for me to stay up at 1. Not on the weekends. On the weekends, let's party. I saw a hilarious clip, by the way, describing that life. You've seen Blades of Glory. So it's the scene where Will Ferrell comes out dressed like a cowboy. And he's skating on the ice. He's giving people finger pistols, and the announcers are loving it. And they're like, "Oh, look at this! Everyone loves it." And the heading on the TikTok or whatever it was coming into work on Monday knowing that you were blasted the entire weekend. And I'm like, I know exactly that feeling when you just drink and party away an entire 2 days off to where you're almost more tired going back into a regular work shift than you would be. But yeah, what's something that you're working on for your golf game this year?
So last year I spent a lot of time on my short game, my putting and chipping, and it did me pretty well. I don't have it down. Obviously, I'm not a fucking master chipper, but I have my flop shot probably hits about 50% of the time now. My little pitch shots are running a little deeper than I want them to, but they're accurate. The one thing this year I'm going to work on is my irons, my long irons, because for the life of me, I could not hit anything higher than an 8. I just couldn't. So this year I'm running my big irons from fucking 7 all the way down to my 3 wood, actually. I'm going to throw my 3 wood in there. I know it's a completely different swing, but I'm going to throw that in there too. But yeah, and then I think I'll throw a little driver action in there. Obviously, because everyone loves hitting bombs. I've hit like 2 or 3 straight, like almost 300 yarders. Like I've been doing pretty fucking good in that aspect of it. But yeah, for the most part, it's just gonna be my long irons. I actually did so when I went. I played Forge Pond here in Brick, New Jersey, and on the back 9 is a par 3 leading up. I think it's the 17th hole. And it's about 170 out, and I used my 8 iron. And the first shot I did landed just right up on the front fringe, and it rolled up to about 9 feet. And the whole day we were playing, the guy I was with, it was just practicing. So we were taking 2 swings off the tee box each time just to, practice getting off the fucking tee.
Right.
And we were taking whichever ball was better. And I was like, dude, I'm not even gonna hit another one. There's no shot I hit better than that. And he was like, no, bro, you have to take 2. And I was like, all right. So I tee up my next ball, same fucking club, and I hit it, and I swing through my fucking shoes, and it's a nice fucking draw, which I never hit a draw. It's a nice draw off the tee, and it goes a little bit too far left, clanks off of the top of one of the trees on the left side, rolls down onto the green to about 4 feet. And I said, holy shit, that's the best tree love I've gotten in my entire life. I sunk both putts because I was on the green on both of them. So I buried that hole, but I played both balls because they were both along the same line. So I shot my close one first, sunk it, backed up, shot my long one, sunk it. I was on with my putter that day. I think I only 3 putted twice the whole day, which is very impressive for my skill set.
Right.
Yeah.
I
did not play like that last time I went. 2 days ago I went and I was fucking 3 putting everything. It was just a bad day of golf.
What's a goal for you this year for golf?
Consistently be in the low 80s would be ideal, because I'm consistently in the high 80s, low 90s, and I think if I could bust it down to sub 86 being average for me, I think I'll be happy.
Yeah,
that's the goal. Just taking the goal for this season is taking strokes off the game. That's what it is.
Yeah, I took a lot of tips on my chipping game last year. Really worked on a lot of putt and runs. So I'm pretty confident with my 8 iron for those putt and chips where you just roll it on the length of the green.
Yeah, I've been using my 9 for those, but it's same concept.
Yeah. And then my drives have been better. They still need work. I am getting a new putter though next week.
Have you decided on the brand?
No, I just haven't even looked it up because I don't want to get my hopes up of them not having it. I want to like see what they have
Gotcha.
in the store. Because I mean, like, I can read all about putters all you want, but you know, I don't know what it feels like or how heavy it is, or
You need, you know what you should do? You should get Tiger's putter.
Oh,
The Scotty Cameron that he uses.
Dude, that's probably like a $400 putter, dude.
I think they run about $300 to $400, and that's like custom length and everything. Like they do everything for you. They fit.
I feel like my current putter, I'm just bending over too much for it, which throws me off a little bit. I don't know.
So what do you think? It's a little too short for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So
you can always get your putter if you like your putter. You can always get it like regripped and elongated. They throw a fucking rod in there, and you can get it lengthened.
yeah, but at the same time, like it's pretty beat. I've had it for a long time.
Okay, get a fucking new one, dude. Send it.
I mean, like that's the thing.
Everyone loves new golf clubs, man.
Yeah, exactly. But the good thing is twice I pulled out my 3 hybrid and at least hit the ball 150. Because I don't know what it is with the hybrids. One of them has the weights in it. I bought both my hybrids used last year. I had one hybrid. I had a 3 hybrid, Golden Bear. After I got my new golf set, I went to a used golf store, got a TaylorMade and a Cobra. And the TaylorMade doesn't have any weights, like so you can adjust the draw and fades on it. But whatever weights are already screwed in there, it works out perfect because I get the same shot for my hybrid 9 times out of 10.
Awesome.
That one.
I love the hybrid.
Yeah, I love it. Just drive down in distance.
Fun fact about hybrids: Tiger doesn't use them.
Yeah, he only uses irons.
Only uses irons.
I mean, when you're a master,
he's great at the game, though.
When you're a master of your craft and you can do everything you want to with.
Yeah, there are pro golfers that use hybrids, but Tiger's not one of them.
Yeah, it's why. I mean, like it's. I think the hardest thing to do is just hitting that goddamn 3 wood off the deck, and Gary does it, and he does it well.
Gary's got a nice swing. It's definitely different. He shanks a couple balls. He's an average golfer, but he's got a beautiful swing.
Yeah, and he hits his drives on the deck.
He's definitely a better golfer than I am. It's pretty fucking close though. Like it's not like we're all like not that far off each other like skill wise, which is great.
Yeah,
because you never like as much fun it is having a friend that's like a fucking 2 handicap. It's fucking annoying playing with that guy.
It just sucks when you lose.
It's not even losing. It sucks when you're on like a long par 3. Let's say you're on a 220 par 3, and you hit it long enough, but you end up like on the other side of the bunker, on the green side, fucking bunker, and your boy just fucking sticks one to about 5 feet. It's just, or like when it's a long par 5, it's like 550 to the front of the green, and your boy just hits a fucking massive 300-yard fucking drive, and then you shank one out into the woods. So you're taking 3 strokes by the time you get up to his first, and it's just that just slows down the play of the game, and it's just annoying.
That catch behind you, they thought they broke up the catch, and it never hit the ground. And he ran into the end zone. Man, what a play! Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I mean,
I threw on the NFL highlight list for a little bit of ambiance. I think that's Bo Jackson up there. Kurt Warner just slinging that sauce at Torrey Holt. Isaac Bruce.
But yeah, I know what you're saying, because it's a little frustrating golfing with someone who's much better, but it's also like out of all my local friends, I'm the best golfer, and I love that.
Yeah.
And it's only because I go out.
Other than the dude I work with, the owner's kid, he's pretty fucking good. His name's Scott. He's a stick. He's probably close to like a 10 handicap. Like he's pretty fucking good. He doesn't hit the ball super long because he's shorter, but he has a really nice draw with all of his drives, and they all end up straight. Like if I hit my drive straight, I outdrive him by about 50. But he is so consistently straight and hitting fairways. It's impressive to see, because he's still like I said, an average fucking golfer, like average dude golfer, probably a little above average 10 handicap, but
yeah,
it's just something I dubbed him. I don't know what his actual handicap is, but he's good. He's fun to play with. Likes to drink when he golfs, which is a plus for me because I also like doing that.
Yeah.
But it's a good time going out with him, and it's a double-edged sword playing with someone who's way better than you, because for one, it's frustrating because, you know, you're taking 3 strokes to his 1, getting down the long fairways. But also at the same time, that person can help you with your swing because they're more
Really
advanced in
good.
the game than you. Yeah, they're more advanced in the game than you. Obviously, you don't want to take advice from everybody because, you know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But it definitely helps being with a dude that can watch you swing and be like, hey, man, this is what you did.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, sick. It's almost like videoing yourself golfing and then looking at the video after each swing and being like, okay, that's what I fucked up on. And then if you actually fix it during the day, it's like huge weight lifted off your shoulders, like, sick. I got a little better today. And that's the goal.
Yeah.
You just, when you're going out golfing like how we go, you want to get a little better every time you go.
Yeah.
That way, when we're into our late 50s, 60s, and we're playing with, you know, the retired folk, we can just take all their fucking money.
I want to have my goal is to have a round with all 2 putts or less.
Yeah, that's one of my goals for this year. I want to just completely eliminate 3 putts because I just want to eliminate them. I still have the same mindset because if you go to a normal course and 5 strokes a hole, that's a 90.
Mm-hmm.
If you just keep it at 5 strokes every hole, like that's your goal. And even if you beat it, if it's a par 3 and you get a 4, you beat it, you're like, sick. I'm 1 down than what I was supposed to be. If I continue this, I'll be at an 89.
Yeah.
And you keep that mindset. And if you hit the par, great. That's 2 under your goal. You just you set that bar and try and hit under it. That's the whole goal for this year. Take out the 2 strokes or take out the 3 putts. Try and make good approach shots. Hit the greens. Hit your first putt within 3 feet and drain that 3-footer. Call it a fucking hole. Move on.
My other goal I've been getting. I got a weight bench today. Do some chest on with. I got some Bowflex dumbbells. So if Bowflex, you want to sponsor the JT Show, just know I'm here for 100 episodes. My goal this year is to get some shredded legs, so I have that lower leg power. Just drive that ball with like little to no effort in the swing. Just lower body power to that swing.
Lower body weight transfer. You want to get that, keyed in nice. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Another good goal for me this year is flexibility, because I think I videoed a couple of my drives and I think I lose a lot of power on my flexibility. My backswing, or my follow through, I guess, is not as loose as I would like it. So I'm gonna start doing these lower back stretches, these shoulder stretches, and I'm gonna try and get that nice fucking PGA Tour follow through where you can fucking wrap it around your neck when you come through. And that's where I think that's where most people lose power. Like you see the old man golf where they just run it up the fucking middle. They're hitting it straight, but they don't have a lot of power. It has everything to do with how many degrees back they're going with the club, how many degrees forward they're going with the club. They shorten it down to where they got like a 90-degree swing. It's going straight, but they're only hitting it about 200.
Right.
Yeah. So that's another one of the goals for me is more strength in my flexibility.
Right.
Yeah. That'll help a lot on the long balls.
Yeah, and then the other shot that I want to work on the most is those 5-iron punches. Both of mine were great, but they went over the green, so I just got to dial in the power a little bit. So just work on those shots.
Yep.
So definitely trying to hit the driving range this year. We'll be talking
Working on a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
We'll be talking about golf this year and more coming up. Do you want to do a round of stumpers?
Yeah. Okay. So for this round of stumpers, it's a rapid fire. So the faster you answer the questions, the better. Do you have your timer?
I can just put one on my phone.
Yeah, have that up on the screen because you get a minute and a half to answer as many questions as you can.
So a minute 30.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let me do a unacceptable. All right. All right, I'll hold it up.
Hold on, I'm looking for my note that has it on there. I can't remember what I named it.
All right, that you can read that perfectly.
Podcast. There we go. All right, so let me count how many I have real quick. One.
Gonna work.
All right, so I have 20.
Okay.
So
If I don't know, I can just say pass.
Yeah, you can say pass.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to start reading the question. And as soon as I'm done reading the question, that's when the timer starts.
Okay.
And then it just continues to go until, it beeps. But we'll see how many points you get out of 20.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
In the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Paul Rudd's character stopped wearing a watch when he moved to Hawaii. For what reason?
Pass.
The answer was his phone had a clock on it. In the movie Anchorman, Ron Burgundy plays what instrument?
The jazz flute.
Correct. Who is the original host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Regis Philbin.
Yep. And the Battle of Okinawa. Oh, the Battle of Okinawa was the last battle of what major war?
World War II.
Correct. What is a turkey stuffed with a duck stuffed with a chicken called?
Turkey duck with chicken. I don't know. I can't say it. I have a speech impediment. Pass.
Turducken.
Turducken. Yeah, there
George
you go. Fuck
Clooney.
you.
George Clooney got his start on what major medical TV drama?
Oh, it's shit. Is it 90210?
ER.
Damn.
What is the birthstone of September?
Sapphire.
Correct. How many strings are on a standard acoustic guitar?
6.
Correct. What is the only mammal that lays eggs?
Platypus.
Correct. What is the third planet from the sun?
Mars.
Earth.
Earth. Yeah. Fuck Venus. Mars.
On what continent would you find the Sahara Desert?
Africa.
Correct. What is the chemical symbol for lead?
Na.
Pb.
Damn.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right. So you got 7. And let me count how many we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 of 12 is not bad for some rapid fire random questions.
Hell yeah. I like that.
We'll go through the last 8 just to
for
just to
sure.
go
For
through
sure. For sure.
them. So in the movie The Sandlot, what legendary player signed the baseball that
Ruth.
went missing? Correct. What network was the TV series Friends originally aired on?
Fuck. It's NBC.
Correct.
It's like what's that
On
goddamn
the
peacock?
color wheel, what is the opposite of blue?
Yellow.
Close. Orange.
Orange.
Yeah. What U.S. city has all of its major sports teams using the same color uniforms?
Oh man. Damn. Fucking. Oh, this one's tough, man. All 4 of them too.
Yep.
Can it? Damn, it's not Boston neither.
It's not.
It's maybe. Everywhere I'm thinking, it's hurting my brain. No. I mean, Minnesota. Fuck, I don't know. Pittsburgh, yellow and black.
Black and yellow.
Fucking lame, dude.
Who wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn?
Mark Twain.
Correct. In the movie Anchorman, what was the name of the cologne Paul Rudd's character
Sex Panther.
cleared out the office? Sex Panther it is. In the TV show How I Met Your Mother, Ted repeatedly gets Robin what gift?
I don't know.
The blue French horn.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm not a Hyman.
That was all 20 of them.
I'm not a Hyman man, you know.
Yeah, you gotta be. It's a great fucking TV show.
I'll get through it one of these days. I mean, it took me. I just watched New Girls last year.
And New Girl's another fucking solid one.
Dude.
I'll throw some New Girl questions in the next one. I'll do a New Girl question. We'll throw 10 rapid fire questions, give you a minute to go through them. I'll make the questions a little shorter. That way half the fucking time is not you listening to me read.
Yeah, it's fine. I still enjoy it.
Yeah, 7 to 12 is not bad though. That's pretty good. What is that? What's that average out? What's your percentage there? I think you definitely just fucking increase your percentage on cuts stumpers.
Well, 6 would be 50, so maybe 60.
That's That
60%.
can't be right.
Just do 7 divided by 12.
58.
Yeah, 60.
58%.
Let's round up, teacher. Come on, I really need the 60 to pass.
58%.
I need to play football this week. Listen, teacher, we're playing our rivals this week,
You're riding the bench.
but we're gonna lose state.
I'm a hard ass teacher.
We're
If you got a
losing.
hot mom that's gonna come in. Come on,
Coach
go.
Carter, you got to do 1,000 down and backs and fucking 4 million push-ups if you ever want to breathe in my fucking air again. I'll do something for him, coach.
You miss a layup, you run a mile.
Fucking Channing Tatum, I'll do some of his push-ups. I'm like, Channing Tatum, what are you doing in Coach Carter, dude? You're like 10 years
I know,
old in that
right?
movie, dude.
I wonder what his first movie was, Channing.
Channing.
It's got to be pretty close to it.
Tatum.
Coach Carter's kind of an old one.
First
Channing's not all that old. He's definitely in his mid-30s, right?
movie. It can't be Magic Mike.
No, that's probably his most popular movie.
No, he was in Step Up in 2006.
Step Up.
He was in She's the Man.
Is that the Amanda Bynes movie?
Yeah.
Where she plays soccer for the men's team.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he falls in love with her. Coach Carter in 2005.
So right now it's Coach Carter.
Right now it's Coach Carter. Tom Cruise, World of Worlds in 2005.
Interesting.
I know, right? Supercross 2005.
Oh my God, that's a Disney movie?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I think
a Disney
so.
movie where the chick rides Supercross for her brother. Dude, he's in
When
a
your
lot of
brother-
those movies where chicks are pretending to be dudes.
It's a trend. It's a trend.
That's right in his wheelhouse, dude.
Yeah, dude.
His wheelhouse is falling for a dude that looks like a chick. It turns out to be a chick.
I mean, Naruto did it in the first arc.
He did, yeah. Haku.
Yeah. Can't blame him.
Haku. I love that one scene in Naruto when it was like the monsters or whatever, and he's like, he looks down. He's like, I can't tell if you're a guy or a girl. You don't have anything down there.
And you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
That's when your mom comes in the door and you're like, no,
That's exactly when your mom walks in. No, your mom walks in when you're watching fucking Dragon Ball and fucking Goku's fucking pressing on Bulma's genitals. He's like, where's your balls?
I saw a hilarious roast of an anime. It was Sword Art. And they're like, hey, we've only got like 12 episodes left for the season. Are we sure we're going to be able to squeeze in levels 75 to 100? And he's like, we're not going to do all levels. We're just going to make the progression meet up with him at 75 and he can beat him then. He's like, then what are we going to fill the rest of the season with? He's like, we're just going to try to have his little sister have sex with him. And
we're going to have his little sister get weirdly touched by slugs.
Yeah. And I was just like, dude, that's exactly how that fucking show is, dude.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Good anime. It's good anime.
Yeah. Well, hey man, that was a great recording of the JT show.
Episode 100, guys.
Yep. So episode 100 is done in the books. It'll be uploaded today for sure. We'll have to throw a clip up there for something. I think I might have a clip saved of a me and you clip for sure. It might be the alley oop.
Oh yeah, dude, the alley oops and basketball.
And I can talk about it right now. We finally fucking did it. So you'll see. You've already seen it.
Fucking did it.
Yeah,
you've already seen it by now. But we finally did the bounce pass alley oop. If you saw the bounce pass alley oop and you're now listening to this right now, Taylor's gonna send you a shirt.
Yeah. We're gonna do one more thing. I don't know if this person sent me a shout out that's gonna be able to be recorded. Let me see if I can.
Oh, is it the Duke?
Yeah, the Duke sent me one.
Yeah, he sent me one too. I don't know what it is.
So hey, what we'll do is we'll play it. If it sucks, we'll cut it here. He's just it's just him smoking. It's nothing crazy. Earl's the smoke master though. But hey guys, thanks for tuning in to us. Yep, thanks for tuning in for episode 100.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Today. Catch us on Twitch.
The GOAT.
Yep. And